In a quiet part of the forest, where the wind whispered through the trees, lived a gentle little bird. Her feathers shimmered in the sunlight, and her heart was full of kindness. But she had a special habit. Every time something happened to her, whether it made her smile or made her cry, she would mark it down. Instead of using paper, she would gently carve her feelings onto small stones using her beak. She believed every moment, whether joyful or sad, had a place. Happy memories bring warmth, she'd chirp, and the painful ones, well, they shouldn't stay stuck in my heart. Better to let them out. Each day she would pick up a new stone, write her thoughts, and place it into a tiny sack she wore around her neck. At first, the bird loved it. The bag became her little collection of life, a mix of sunshine and storms. But over time, the bag grew heavier. The more she remembered, the more weight she carried. Her wings, once strong and free, began to feel tired. Her flight became slower. Still, she didn't stop. She thought she was preserving her life story. One day, while gliding low through the trees, she met an old owl perched quietly on a branch. "What's in the bag, little one?" the owl asked. "These are my memories," the bird smiled. "All the things I've felt and seen. They're special to me." The owl blinked slowly and said, "Do you fly for today, or are you dragging yesterday along with you?" The bird didn't quite understand. She nodded politely and flew off, though her wings struggled to lift her like before. Days turned into weeks. The sack became so full she could barely take off. Her wings ached. Her chest was heavy. One stormy night, as rain soaked the forest and thunder roared, the little bird tried to reach shelter, but her burden was too much. She fell to the ground, her tiny body pinned under the weight of all those stones. Her own memories. The very things she thought would protect her had held her down. Later that night, the wise owl found her there, still and quiet. He bowed his head and whispered, "Memories should light your path, not block your flight." Sometimes we hold on too tightly to what's behind us, whether it's joy or pain. But when we carry too much, our hearts get tired. We stop living in the now. Like the little bird, we may forget to look up and soar. Life moves forward. We don't need to carry every part of the past. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace, so live light. Forgive, learn, and take flight with hope in your wings.